What is up, ladies and gents? Happy Monday. It's been a couple days. Hope you survived. Jovan, BTL episode 148 piece. Hold the fry. How about it? How we doing?
Yeah, how about it? How about this TCU Horned Frogs? How about it?
How about the TCU motherfucking Horned Frogs? What do the kids do? What do the cool kids do? Is it this?
Oh, yeah. All that right there. All that right there.
What do you guys say? What's your little slogan?
Ribbit? You're like
ribbit?
Definitely not ribbit. Definitely not ribbit.
Well, holy fuck, chat. Let's get some W's for our guy Jovan because he's literally on cloud nine. At least I would be.
Oh, yeah.
If he's not, grow the fuck up. Wow. What a fucking weekend.
Yeah, just a bit.
Boots on ground. How the hell was the atmosphere? Was it a lot of TCU fans? Were you guys outnumbered? Was it loud? Like what was the scene?
Oh yeah, I
Set the
mean
scene.
we were, I was hearing all week I was going to be 60-40, 70-30 Michigan fans. I'll tell you what, we almost outnumbered them. It was probably about directly as 50-50 as you can get. And if you look on that side, a lot of empty seats where there's blue and yellow. So just saying, it was a lot louder from the purple crowd for most of that game.
Damn.
As it should be.
All right.
As it should be.
Were there, and did you say, was it like 50-50-ish? Was it more even than you thought?
So
people-wise?
It was directly split across the middle, like as far as the color divide. But I mean, looking across, because obviously we're on the TCU side, looking across, a lot of red seats, a lot of empty seats on the Michigan side. So
interesting.
Yeah, they're all saving their money to go to LA. That's what I saw all weekend.
Oh shit! People were waiting to go to the final game.
Yeah, because I mean, TCU wouldn't be able to stop the run. It's the Big Ten; they're too physical, so they're just saving their money.
Yeah, legacy performance from the TCU D line. I mean, you guys got some big boys on that line.
We do.
Damn, I mean, Michigan QB JJ throwing 2 picks. Didn't know why his square was up there on Prize Picks. I guess we know now. Dude, that was just awesome. Yeah. I'm so happy for you. I'm jealous. Anybody in chat who went to a football school that was supposed to be a football school that ended up, kind of sucking ass pretty much. We'll just keep it at that. You guys get it, and it's brutal. So being able to have the school that you actually go to, not a school that you root for, not one of the 10 good schools every year that everyone roots for. It doesn't go to an actual football school, right? You go to TCU, you're a Horned Frog, and you guys are going to the fucking dance, the final rounds, the national championship, if you will, and you're TCU. Like, that's just fucking nuts. Yeah. 10,000 students. This isn't Bama. Absolutely incredible. So I'm stoked for you, man. I wish I could say the same about my school when I went there. That's just fucking incredible, and it doesn't get better than that. It just doesn't.
I mean,
so
you went to, I know it's not school, but you went to a hell of a game yourself this weekend too. I mean, both these games are absolutely incredible.
Yeah. W college football day on Saturday. College basketball.
Everything was this weekend.
Yeah, bets were hitting. D Winter's GOAT, frogs free, sure. Jovan calling pick sixes out here. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
We talk MLB, Matt, get the fuck out of here. Unbelievable. Guys, go follow us on Pickett. We're back boots on grounds in the home states. You'll see my picks on Pickett. Give us a follow on there. Track your bets. Be transparent, right? Track your units. See how much you're actually losing or winning so you don't end up on the streets. Follow us on Pickett. They've got plenty of data on there to see who's betting on what, checking out spreads and everything. Great app, great UI. Follow us on there. Pickett. Hold yourself accountable. Track your bets. Grow up. All right. Jovan, we've got a lot of shit today, man.
Plenty of it.
Plenty of shit. But yeah, the Ohio State game, awesome. Couldn't tell who was rooting for who before the game started, but once it did, that was a Georgia home game, and Ohio State should have won it. They melted. It was a CJ Stroud legacy game. If Harrison didn't get hurt, they probably win that game, but keyword probably, and they didn't win the game, so now we're here. Whatever. I had a mini bet on the ML, whatever. It's fine. I had a nuke on the spread. You guys saw it. Biggest college football bet of the year.
Love it.
And we're 17-4-1 during bowl season, so suck it. Suck it, haters. All right? We're hitting bets. We're moving. We're grooving. Any bets on Mississippi State, Illinois?
I mean, I had to sprinkle a little bit on the boys from Mississippi State. Everybody's doing it, but had to do it. It's in Tampa, too. We got the pirate ship in the stadium. We've heard it a million times. I did it.
Sure. Okay. I stayed away. Even I'm not a piece of shit. I'm not a big enough piece of shit to fade Mike Leach on his day. I stayed away out of respect. He's awesome. People don't know that he literally changed the game of football. And guys like Pat Mahomes, offenses like the Bills, the Chiefs, Bills not so much. Offenses like the Chiefs, Dolphins wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Wouldn't exist without. If Mike Leach wasn't here, they wouldn't exist. You'd be seeing games that didn't go over 40 points still, and you wouldn't be having exciting games like the one tonight. All right, so put some fucking respect on his name. Okay. I didn't bet that game. There's another game coming up here in about 20 minutes, Jovan. Everyone and their mother's on Tulane. I didn't expect it. I know Tulane's been a cash cow this year. A cool team, new team, right? Just like your Frogs. They're good, though. They're legit, right? No jokes aside. This is a good-ass fucking football team, a good winning football program that's just new. They're not like a staple like USC has been over the last 100 years of college football.
Yeah.
But don't overthink it. Just looking at the lines here, not looking at movement, not looking at whatever. The Heisman only laying -2 or -1.5, whatever, against Tulane. That's something. But the squares are on Tulane. The sharps are on Tulane. Jovan, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah, so I mean, it's hard to not take Tulane. I think I bet this a little bit earlier, so I'm sticking with it. I'm not going to cash out of it, but I do kind of want to pivot, and I kind of want to take the over too.
Wow.
That's kind of my way, not to hedge, but I think regardless of what happens, I think Michael Pratt and this offense is going to do what they want to USC, really. But the narrative that I've heard, especially all this morning, watching College Game Day, watching whatever's on ESPN, what I've been doing, I've heard a lot about Caleb Williams' hamstring and the fact that he's been hampered. Is he going to be fully healthy? And now he has probably his two best offensive linemen out of the equation, as well as Jordan Addison, too. So how well is the Heisman quarterback going to be able to play today against the Tulane defense that's actually really good?
Mm-hmm.
Heard that narrative. I kind of want to fade it. We were talking about it a little earlier. They also have him up for a rushing touchdown, which while he's hampered behind a bad offensive line, why would they have that up? Michael Chavis. There we go. But yeah, I think it's going to be points. Little Cotton Bowl game in AT&T. Nobody has a problem with points.
Okay, so let me ask you a couple questions about this game. Number one, does USC want to be here? Do they want to be playing this game? Do they want to win? Number two, Addison, is he sitting out because he's sitting out and because he's the best receiver in the league? They don't want him to get hurt for next year? Or is he hurt, actually? Or is he just out because it's a bowl game and he's sitting out? Is he going to the league? What the fuck is that kid doing? I forget how old he is. He's not a league guy. He's not a league guy. Not yet.
It's a great question. I mean, I know he's not available. I don't know why. I would assume he's declaring.
He's going. That's okay. He's going.
I mean, we got him sitting out. You got the 2 linemen sitting out. Travis Dye sitting out too, which is actually pretty big for the running game.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have to be all on Caleb Williams. And from what I've heard today, people don't think he can do it. Just holding the weight on his shoulders, but I think he'll be able to pull something.
Yeah. That scares me. That narrative scares me. But who's out for Tulane? You're telling me every single player on Tulane's playing? Maybe they are. This is Tulane's Super Bowl.
Yeah, they got everybody playing. There's no reason for any of them to be out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And yeah, Addison is going to the league, guys. Or at least that's the plan. He's going to declare. Oh, no, he's rehabbing his ankle injury, ESPN's saying. But I don't know. I'm seeing mixed stuff. Expected to declare for the draft. So is it really an ankle thing? Is it really not? Who knows? He's going to be in the NFL next year. Okay. And he's going to be a first-round pick. Another DMV stud. It's hilarious how the Terps aren't a ranked team every year. It's whatever. Okay. I think I'm off that game. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I do have a plan. And I'm going to do this a lot, I think, in the new year. Try to be a little more picky, a little more selective, where there's 2 games, and shout out to Jen for pointing this one out earlier when we were talking. 2 sharp spots that I think a lot of people are on, unfortunately, today, and it's Tulane and it's Penn State. I haven't seen a USC ticket. Jen was saying he hasn't seen a Utah ticket. I really haven't either. I don't know what you're thinking about that game, and we'll get to it, but I think maybe the smart play, the selective play, the patient play is wait to see what happens in this first game. If Tulane ends up being fake sharp and losing, then you go on Penn State for the second game, right? That's probably what I'm going to do, and try to show some responsibility here. Like our guy Ref is saying in chat, one's probably going to hit and one's probably not going to hit.
Exactly.
Would not be shocked. To see that. Yep. Hovey, bro. That guy does keep asking when's Trent. I think he's memeing because people do that every time. Or maybe people are just that dumb. I don't know.
Yeah.
LSU Purdue. No O'Connell, right? He's going to the league.
Nobody. That's what it is.
No nobody for Purdue.
O'Connell, Charlie Jones, best DBs, everybody. Nobody's playing in this game, which is why the line shot up. almost, or I guess he might even be more than a touchdown at this point.
Yeah, but why is LSU's got everyone going? I guess Brian Kelly wants to get a bowl win in his first year.
Yeah, everybody except Keyshawn Boutte. I don't know if
the receiver who
I don't know
swears
if
he's not transferring, right? Whatever.
Well, I don't know if you saw the rumors. We won't get into that and the details of that, but take a little look at Keyshawn Boutte and what happened at the SEC championship game, allegedly.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, there's some bad stuff.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff potentially. It's not confirmed true, but it's what's floating around, and it seems to line up with his little "I'm not opting out" or "I'm staying," and then all of a sudden gone. So
okay,
we'll see.
Text me what's going on. So let me know what's going on with that after.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, interesting. But I kind
of
just
rumors. We don't know what's going on.
Just rumors.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm not going to lay the points here with LSU, certainly, but I wouldn't be mad at an under. I think that Purdue, at least maybe early in this game, and this is partially because there's a lot of boost out there for LSU to cover the first half by like touchdown on the hook or something like that. I think they can hang around in this game a little bit. I think the offense has come out a little slow, and then LSU kind of cruises. Maybe we get like a, I don't know, 31-17 type finish, and this game goes under by a touchdown-ish. It's like I don't know how much Purdue's going to be able to score, and I don't know how much they're going to be able to hold up with offensive linemen missing against Harold Perkins, who might be the greatest D lineman of all time. Every time I watch LSU.
Yeah. Okay. Splits are showing me a weird amount of bets on Purdue spread skis. Maybe people don't know. I swear to God, people don't do any research on who's playing in these games. I swear to God. I think that's, and I'm not, I talked about it briefly last week about how I kind of always kill it in bowl games. And if you kind of bet how the line's moving, a lot of people just look at these games like, I don't know, for example, LSU Purdue, great example. You're like, Purdue plus 15 with O'Connell and the way that offense has looked this year, they're going to keep that within 15 against LSU with the low total, right? And they don't even fucking look at the lineups and see Purdue's rolling out the walk-ons and part-time DoorDash drivers to hold it down today. So you got to check lineups. At least check who's fucking playing QB. Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right. People are sending me all the LSU stuff. Good looks, squad. Illinois interception in the end zone. Did they throw it or did they catch it?
Yeah.
Looks like they
caught it.
Threw it.
Did they throw it?
Illinois caught it. Beat. Okay. Mississippi State, sure. We're literally 2 minutes into the game. And they drove down all the way. They drove down the entire field in 2 minutes. Relax. They'll be back. Okay. Well, there is one game tonight that should have at least relatively good and relatively healthy teams, full goes, right? Penn State, Utah should be pretty good there. Kind of. Who do you think who's missing?
Well, I mean, Dalton Kincaid is missing, which is probably honestly
that's huge.
That's probably the biggest player I think I would value as far as anybody in this game.
Yeah. But they have that rugby player who's a dog, the backup tight end, who seemed to fill in very nicely when he went in.
Yeah. It's no Kincaid, though. No Kincaid.
I mean, yeah, nobody is. That kid's a freak. Damn, and no Porter for Penn State, too. Okay.
Yeah.
Would also question who's calling plays for Purdue. Yeah, good point. Trent, I'm not playing that game. Not playing that game. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the reason why I wanted to pivot in the first place in that Tulane game, because I'm kind of on the same line of thinking, because there's 2 spots here. I don't think they go 2-0. I don't think they go 0-2. I think they split. So I'm kind of hoping that USC pulls it out, because I do kind of like Penn State a little bit. Because Utah, their D-line, you saw all the pressure that they got on Caleb Williams. A lot of that was because of offensive lineman issues. A lot of that was Caleb Williams' mobility issues. And a lot of it was really just because they're sending 8 every single play. So, like, a lot of people, and I've seen it a lot this morning too, a lot of people look at Utah and they're like, okay, they get good pressure. The defensive line is good. Their front 7 is going to make life trouble or just everything hell for Sean Clifford. They don't get much pressure unless they're blitzing 8. And if they can't afford to do that all game, and if Sean Clifford is in there with a clean pocket, he's able to be successful. And I'm not sure that there's going to be any other scenario for part of this game today. So, I mean, I kind of lean Penn State, really, really hoping that we don't end up with a Tulane win.
Okay. Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that. J-State Farm, a great point. Drew Brees, people forget he's on the Purdue coaching staff or some shit for the rest of the year, which, cool. That's awesome. I mean, the players get to get coached by Drew Brees for a little bit. That's fucking sick. Good guy, Drew Brees, coming in. But it's like, is Drew Brees putting on a helmet? Is he going to go out there and is he getting in the huddle? Come on. That's probably why people are fucking betting on him. That's probably why they're public. Oh, Drew Brees is on the fucking sidelines. Dude, they don't have a single player a single starter going today, pretty much.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. People like betting narratives, but they bet on the wrong way. They bet on good news. You got to bet on bad news. You got to fade good news, guys. Come on. I know most of you guys in chat know that. Would Brees toss for 300 today? Yeah, he would. He would probably throw for 500 today. Straight up. Like, genuinely, he probably would.
Probably could, yeah.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, he's not going to be moving around. He's probably slow as shit now and got a beer belly, but he could still huck it for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. I was looking at off topic, but back to the other game. I was looking at a couple of squares for this game because they don't have too much up.
Okay.
Utah has 2 wide receivers up. One of them is Devon Vele, who's probably their number one kind of X receiver option, who's gotten bumped down and everything.
Okay.
And the other one is Money Parks, which, first of all, fantastic name. But
yeah, what the?
He's the only guy sitting without even like the helmet picture. They just got him a black little silhouette, which he's going to be more. Like, yeah, I know it's just crazy to expect. But they have usually Kincaid's the guy that kind of sits in the middle because it's the routes he runs, and that's where Cam Rising does a lot of his passing and whatever. I think he's going to have to go more towards the sidelines today with a slot guy like Money Parks, he's a big boomer bust guy. And if Utah is going to hang in this game, they're going to have to hit some pretty big shots. I think he can get this on one catch like he did in the Pac-12 championship game.
Damn. Okay. What are you pairing Money Parks with, huh?
I'm still on the prowl. Still on the prowl. I honestly am debating. I mean, it's starting pretty soon, but I think regardless of how this USC Tulane game plays out, Pratt's going to have to do something. He's going to have to do a lot. I don't know if I want to do it with his legs or if I want to stick with that 1.5 passing touchdowns. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that. Or the Caleb Williams rushing touchdown, too. That's still out there.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't been nice with these college props this year. I'm not going to lie to you. Pratt's got an interception prop up.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to be slinging, so
yeah.
It's fine.
Taj Washington's got a prop up.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to.
I mean, people are going to be saying there's no fucking Addison today. Who the heck's he going to throw to? It's got to be Taj in the end zone, right? This looks free.
Yeah, I mean, Addison's up with a pretty similar chart, I would say, every single game, and he just finds his way in the end zone. So I'm not running to fade that, but
that's a good point.
I can see it happening.
Yeah, these guys do put up a lot of points, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take that, I think. I think that looks like bait a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to take it. Another play I like. NFL. And we'll save it. We'll save it when we get to it.
We'll get back to it.
Okay. But if you had to take a bet in this 1 o'clock game starting up here in a couple minutes, it would be Tulane.
It would be the over.
It'd be the over. You like the over better.
Yeah.
You know what always happens with those bets too? When you take one bet earlier and then you end up firing off one right before kick. The one before kick hits and the one you placed earlier never hits.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how it always goes. Because your brain's like, oh shit, now I actually know the real good play. Let me lock this one.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a little kind of, I don't want to say biased, but maybe a little motivated because I want to take Penn State. I'm very scared of what I've heard about Tulane this morning. So maybe it's what I want to happen, but it's also, it's kind of my hedge out of it.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, that's the college football games. You want to talk about the spread in TCU, Georgia real quick and how that's absolutely disrespectful?
I don't think it is. Not because I think, we're going to get killed. Like, I'm still 100% taking it unbiased or biased, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, we opened 9.5 against Michigan. I was expecting it to sit around like 16.5. I think the look ahead was like 17.5. So I was expecting something around there.
Okay.
I mean, it went down to, it was opened very quickly at 14.5 and got down to 13.5. And now it's sitting 13 some places. So cool. I mean, I'm with it.
Are you going to be betting them again?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. So excited for you, man. Any bets in Holy Cross and Navy that starts up in 5 minutes, college basketball?
Yeah.
In the game of the day?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even have a lean for that. And we can go over some CBB today. There are a couple good games. Don't let the boys get hot in CBB, by the way.
Don't let them.
Don't let the sharp bets get hot in CBB. They've been hitting.
It's a good weekend.
Great weekend. Speaking of college basketball, Jovan, and I'm down to talk about it.
Yeah.
The AP poll came out today. You give that a peep yet?
I haven't even looked at it yet.
You see a team who got ranked in there and snuck in there at 23? Bang! Come on! They did it!
Look at the goats. Look at the goats, man.
They did it. I still don't know how to move the picture around, but they fucking did it. The Charleston Wagons, they finally fucking did it. They finally got some respect. The best mid-major team in the country. Gonzaga is not a mid-major. Shout out Mid-Major Madness. Gonzaga is not a major. Not a mid-major. All right? Long overdue. We also hit a bet on Towson this weekend, plus 2.5 or plus 3. I think plus 2.5 that hit, and Towson won the game money line. It was literally the greatest game of all time. It was sick.
Wow.
So shout out the Charleston boys. Shout out the Wagon. They're not stopping. That is the deepest, one of the best coached overall, best mid-major teams I've seen in the last couple of years. They do literally everything. They got old guys. They got young guys. They got athletic guys. They got shooters. They got a good coach. They got a great arena. They got a good fan base. They got a good team. And I'm really excited to see what Charleston does this year. They're awesome. They're awesome, and they deserve it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Really good.
Anybody else hop in there at the end? That's the only thing I saw for the AP poll. It literally dropped 2 minutes before our show.
Let's take a peek.
I'm taking a peek as we speak. Looking like we're seeing, I guess we can power through this real quick and go corp for the kids.
Why not?
Not us. We're gonna roll quick through this though, because there's CBB games we got to go to, and then we got to talk about the game of the year. Holy shit! All right, game of the year in NFL tonight. It's gonna be sick. Not my play of the year. I'm just saying it's an awesome game. All right, you can see this with all the fucking ads and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Purdue obviously king. Houston back up to 2. Kansas up to 3. Put some respect on their name. Everyone doubted them for some reason after winning the fucking Natty and lost a bunch of guys, but they're back as shit. UConn down 2 spots after their first loss of the year. Damn, that UConn going undefeated for the whole year thing lasted for about 3 seconds. That's okay there. They're still really good. Jovan, don't cry. That team is still elite. All right. Nothing crazy there. I mean, Texas still sitting here at 6. They deserve it probably. Arizona's still sitting here at 5. Bama moving up a little bit. Tennessee moving back. They're probably the most fraudulent team with Gonzaga here in the top 10. And UCLA back in the top 10.
Yeah.
I don't think I disagree with any of this.
No, I'm fine with that. I think Kansas and Texas may not be there too long.
They got some games this week that are a little sketch, huh?
Maybe not this week, but coming very soon. Probably starting next week. They have a couple tough games, including TCU. I think Texas might be coming to TCU.
Don't let TCU get hot.
Yeah, don't let them.
Don't let them get hot.
The TCU parlay on Saturday was free.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. Good bet. UVA up to 11. Miami's up here. Miami doesn't give a fuck what's sharp and what's not. They're looking like they might be this year's Providence. Yeah. Although this year's Providence might just be Providence. Can't even believe I just brought up the P word. Arkansas is falling a little bit after their loss, but Wisco, Indiana, Duke, TCU moving up to 17. Any thoughts on this group?
No, I mean, they're also
you need a new Corolla?
Super corporate. I mean, they're all solid. I guess a lot of them have had a couple.
Oh shit!
A lot of them had a couple pretty weak non-con games kind of leading into play. So we'll see. We'll find out pretty soon about all those teams really in the teens.
Okay. Xavier.
Yeah.
They're a little ahead of schedule.
Big win.
I'd say.
Big win.
Big win. They're up to 18. Shit. Baylor probably shouldn't even be ranked, in my opinion, but whatever. Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
Missouri's still not playing Mosley. I don't know what the hell's going on with that, but he's literally the last infinity stone for that team. It's a bunch of transfers that came in, a bunch of old dudes, and they've fit like a glove. And then New Mexico, good call on Wyoming. I was saying, was that Wyoming bet? But was that Saturday? Was it prime time? Was it not? With the college football on, it was on TV, but it was on at 4:30 Eastern time, not at night, not a standalone game. With all the other games going on, Jovan, you made the executive decision. Great call, by the way. It was not a primetime game.
Yeah.
And Wyoming covered the 2.
Oh, yeah.
Lost by 1. Covered the 2. And New Mexico, your Lobos stay undefeated. Perfect scenario, just like Charleston.
Yeah.
Perfect scenario.
Got Trent to take it at the game, and he was like, dude, Wyoming money line? I was like, no, you got to take the point. You got to
take them. Take them. You may need them.
Yeah. Might.
But when you don't need them, we're going to talk about how you don't need them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Perfect. Ohio State sneaking back in. They probably deserve it, I guess. Iowa State lurking. VT still getting votes for some reason. Jesus Christ. Not going to talk about them. LSU, don't let them get hot. They're lurking around. You got any thoughts on this last group? I mean, shout out New Mexico. Shout out the Colonial Conference, the Colonial Athletic Association. For getting ranked. What's the last time we've seen a Colonial team ranked?
God knows how long.
Yeah, it's so respect.
Love to see that. Love to see that. I mean, they're surrounded by frauds, so better be ranked. I'll tell you that.
Correct.
Auburn's fraudulent. Missouri, really, the SEC is just fraudulent. SEC is super fraudulent. Ohio State, not sold yet. Iowa State, not sold yet. So we'll see about everybody around them.
Okay. All right. Love it. Absolutely love it. Big game at the Rupp tomorrow for LSU.
Yeah.
Some great college basketball this week, man.
Huge.
Why don't we dive into some of these games today?
Let's do it.
There's an okay chunk of them.
There's an okay
chunk of them.
There's
some during the day. There's some at night.
Yeah.
There's some over here. There's some over there. Colgate Lehigh. Damn, Colgate. They've taken a step back, but they're still laying 10 on the road. I'm not betting it, but because Lehigh's got a little too much bets, too much money on them. But this Colgate team, I'm done trying to catch the falling knife, backing on them to get back. God, I'm blanking on his fucking name, but their best player last year transferred, used his grad year to go somewhere, and they're really missing him. And this Colgate team still has the big name from winning their conference almost every year. They're not good. This Colgate team is not good. Yeah. I think Lehigh covers this spread, but they're a little too public for me. But it is a 2:00 game starting up here in an hour. I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah. Same thing here, too. I mean, I think it's scary to back a public dog, but if you had to do it, it's against a team that's name is really carrying how big they were in the first place. So another situation like this, I'm cool with it. Not going to bet it, but lean Lehigh too.
Okay. Why can't I remember this kid's name? Oh, yeah, Nelly Cummings. Duh, the kid on Pitt. That we've seen Pitt bringing all these older kids come in, and it's worked really well for them too. They're off to a good start in the ACC after a slow start to the season. Nelly Cummings, he was their guy. And now that he's left, now that he's at Pitt, they've really been struggling. They don't really have an elite scorer who can kind of make something happen on his own and not just run that crazy offense where they just shoot threes all the time.
Yeah, we already
fading Texas. Sure.
We already started with Oklahoma. We were already starting on that one. But.
Yeah. Damn, we got another pick. Illinois pick again. People are saying it was more like a punt. Okay. All right. Eastern Kentucky plus 5.5 seems like a Krabs bet. I don't know, man. They just lost to Queens. I know it's Queens. By the way, Queens in that game, they were down like 30 points. in the first half, and they were down pretty much the entire game. And Queens came back and beat Eastern Kentucky. So
I
don't let Queens get hot.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they?
Oh, did they lose that game?
I say.
Oh, no.
They did lose.
Oh, no, they did lose?
Yeah.
No. No. The Queens run is over?
It's never over.
Oh, no.
Never over.
Damn, bro. I mean, they were about to go. I mean, dude, they just beat. I know Austin P has seen better days, but they beat Austin P. They beat Fairleigh Dickinson. They beat Eastern Tennessee. They almost beat Nebraska. If there was another couple minutes in that game, who knows what would have happened. And then they did lose to Eastern Kentucky after they were down pretty much the whole game. Came back at the end, and they did lose. Damn it. Kenny Dye, only 11 points. Step it up, brother. Come on. Queens. They've lost it recently. Darn it. They'll be back. They'll be back.
They will.
But yeah, Eastern Kentucky, I don't love today. I'll be honest with you. I don't. I appreciate you looking out, though, chat. I appreciate you looking out. What about American and Loyola today? American has a horseshoe up their ass. I'll tell you that much.
You want to talk
about
who should be
fade
in the forced tier? It's American. You might as well add them to the list.
Yeah, and we're gonna probably do an update of one of that this week, and that'll probably be on them.
Yeah,
that'll probably be on there.
For sure.
American wins and covers, and doesn't really make any sense because it doesn't make any sense. Sorry.
Yeah.
Their coach is going to be coaching the next Power 5 open spot because he's working with Uber Eats drivers, and they're winning games. They're 9-3, and I'm pretty sure they're like 10-2 against the spread. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. Certainly not taking them. Not taking American. Loyola Maryland got pumped by what? 34 with the same spread against Colgate in their last game. So I'm certainly not running to take American in that same situation today.
Don't let the Greyhounds get hot. Don't let them get hot. All right, we've got an absolutely shitty game, Boston versus Bucknell today. Both teams coming off of losses as favorites. Disappointing. I like the splits for Boston. I like this Boston team from last year, a sneaky good three-point shooting team. It started off like shit kind of this year. Got hot a little bit, but now they're starting to lose some games, came back down to earth. They just lost to UMass Lowell, who also probably should be in that Air Force tier as well.
Yeah.
And they lost to Navy, which is a bad loss. Navy's kind of taken a step back this year too after going to the conference finals last year. Anyways, both these teams are coming off of bad losses. Not really a good spot there, but I do like the splits on Boston. And I like the line move from +2.5 to +1. Are you taking a stab on the Terriers today?
I'll probably stay off of this game, but if I had to make a play, it would certainly be Boston. I mean, Bucknell, I still see Bucknell as probably the better team here by quite a bit. Boston has done nothing to impress me in their last couple games. Really, Bucknell hasn't either, but against much better competition, I would say. So I would take a stab at the +1. And yes, Supreme Fatty, PSG.
Sure.
Always.
Okay. Well, we'll save you guys talking about the Mount game. People are talking about the game of the day, Mount St. Mary's versus Canisius.
Yeah, it's
honestly a little concerning that Canisius is the favorite there.
Yeah, moving up. Yeah.
Great. Mount might be kicked. Anyways, this is the game of the day, Jackson State, Alcorn State.
Cool. Thought you were going to go to the real game of the day.
I'm fucking around.
Fraud game of the day.
Well, let's talk about a game with real teams playing. That's Rutgers and Purdue.
Thought we were going to go to the game of the day.
We'll get to it. Rutgers and Purdue. Rutgers getting 8.5 points, opened up around 7. Purdue probably rolls again today, but I'm not betting on a team that's 13-0 and hasn't covered in almost a month. Purdue continues to win. The books know that they're now getting pretty trendy. The books know that people like betting on good teams, and they've set the spreads accordingly. Purdue is only 4-9 this year, ATS, Jovan, and they have not covered in a while, but they keep winning, man. Rutgers had a bad loss against Seton Hall a couple weeks ago where they only scored like 40 points. I think they lost to Ohio State before that game too, but since that, they've won 3 games in a row. Now they were against pretty crummy teams, but looking like Rutgers is getting back on track. Me personally, I'm not a believer in Rutgers. I know that's a tough place to play when they're at home, but they're on the road at Purdue tonight. I'm off this game. Are you taking anything in it?
No, I feel like this is the time. It's more of a gut thing because I do look at this and say it's a lot of points, a solid move for a Purdue team who hasn't been covering against the spread. I know Edie, I think, is back, so something to do with that there, but I think he was back last game too. So nothing directly in the spread.
Mods, get this guy out of here. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be seeing him. We'll be seeing him.
We'll be seeing that guy. Never. See you, Jaden. Smell you later, brother.
Yeah. I just feel like the second I look at Rutgers, and I think I did this in the Ohio State game, same thing. That's why I stayed off of them there, or stayed off of Ohio State there. It's just every time I look at it and say it's a lot of points for them on the road and they don't play well unless they're at home, they pull something out of their ass. And it just, that feeling feels like one of those games.
Okay. Fair. Off that game. Real teams, no bets though. A lot of people in chat were saying Ryder. I'm not in a rush to bet this team. I like the line flip, but they've been really disappointing. I'll be honest with you. I feel bad for DJ Murray. It's pretty much him running around by himself, trying to make it happen. And I'm not really in the mood to just kind of take these leans in these dick butt state games. We got Ryder versus Niagara. I like the line flip, I guess, and I like the splits, but I don't like Ryder enough as a team to bet them here on the road. I'm not betting that game. Unless you're taking anything, we can move.
I'm good.
Okay. Lipscomb Liberty is a decent game, and that spread did come down a point. Darius McGee at home tonight. I mean, if you guys haven't seen him play, he's pretty fucking awesome, and you probably should. He's one of the best shooters and one of the best scorers in college basketball. He's about 5'5", too, so it's pretty cool watching him play. Lipscomb, a decent team this year too, but they're looking pretty public, Jovan. Kind of surprised. I guess that's why the lines moved there. I was expecting to check the splits and see that everyone's on Liberty, but everyone's on Lipscomb. It's looking like. You think Darius McGee wins this game by 10+? Does he have any threes props up on Prize Picks too?
He doesn't. I think I only saw one guy up there earlier. I think that might have been an early game. So, yeah, we got no threes props up today. But, I mean, I'm a little surprised to see everybody betting against Liberty with how they've looked in these last couple games. They looked dominant. What? Bellarmine, Bryant, and Grambling. Darius McGee's looked incredible, being obviously the number one option for that team. So it's a lot of points, and it looks like it. But it seems like you're on the other end of a public dog. So, I mean, I don't know if I'm necessarily running to take Liberty here, but if it continues to stay this way splits-wise, and God forbid we get a little move up the other way by tip-off, I might be a little compelled.
Okay. Interesting. So stay posted on that one. Would love for them to put some props up for that game. Cough, cough, Prize Picks. Come on now.
Yeah.
Just because there's football on, we can't not show love to CBB. Come on now. All right. So we'll stay posted on that game. Here's one we could talk about. Here's one that I'm probably going to have a play in with every other sharp / contrarian / person who is in this chat or bets like us on a public Monday. So we know how this one goes, Jovan. But it's Bellarmine. It's Bellarmine as a favorite on the road against North Alabama, who out of nowhere has been pretty damn good. They've won their last 2 games, winning outright as dogs +6.5 against Jacksonville State and +22.5 against Ole Miss. This team won outright. Unbelievable win. They've won 4 or 5. I mean, this team is not that good. They pulled a crazy win out of their ass, but great season for them to start it out. You look over at Bellarmine, they got up to that pretty good start, and then they all got sick, lost a bunch of games. But this is a good Bellarmine program. We saw them make a leap to D1 last year or 2 years ago. We saw Dylan Penn kind of carry them to a conference championship, conference final last year. Weren't able to go to the postseason, whatever. He transferred. He's at Vermont. They're starting to get going now, and so is Bellarmine. They're starting to figure their shit out now. They're healthy again. Garrett Tipton's been a bucket. Ben Johnson's been a bucket. 2 guards who look like me out there jacking up shots, but the ball's been going in hoop. Ball's been going in hoop, straight up. And I like Bellarmine here. You know, on paper, North Alabama looks like the easy play here. Bellarmine with a losing record as the favorite on the road, but it's nasty. I'm going to have to go with the better team. I'm going to have to go with the better coach. I'm going to have to go with the better program in Bellarmine on the road here as a favorite when they probably shouldn't be. Probably shouldn't be.
Probably shouldn't.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. I would love to sell Northern Alabama at their highest point because they realistically are not this good. I think they're going to have real trouble rebounding the ball against this Bellarmine team too, and just real trouble like just dealing with that offense because they haven't seen anything like that. Anytime they have seen an offense with any type of structure, and even like Mississippi Valley State, they have kind of a structure, but it's awful. Anytime you see that and they have like a clear path of how they're running an offense, they struggle. And Ole Miss doesn't have that. A lot of the teams they beat recently don't have that. And you're going against Bellarmine with a pretty rigid type of structure offensively. They're going to struggle a little bit. That's why they're the underdog here. I don't think it's too crazy of a line because Bellarmine has played a significantly tougher schedule, like Madison and Chat. But it's like it for a reason. Sell them.
Yeah, this reminds me a lot of, and I know this isn't exactly a rivalry game, but this kind of, the line and the spot reminds me a little bit of the North Dakota State, North Dakota game over the weekend, where North Dakota State, they've kind of been struggling this year, but they're historically, or at least since we've been following basketball, they're a well-coached and good program. They're a team that's been in the tournament, a team that's won their conference. They were still -1, -1.5 over the weekend against their rival in North Dakota, was it South Dakota? Was it the South Dakotas or the North Dakotas? It was the North Dakotas.
I think it was North Dakota.
It was the North Dakotas. It was. I was right. North Dakota, not a good program. North Dakota State kind of owns them. They've always been better, but they're having a down year. North Dakota was at home. They were only getting +1. They have a winning record. North Dakota State, the team we bet on, had a losing record, but they were the favorites. They look like the sharp side. This is pretty much the same spot here with Bellarmine. Good program, bad record, kind of an iffy start, right? Some fluke shit, being sick, but they're starting to get going, and you're selling high on North Alabama here after a great season. It's very similar here, and I'm all in on Bellarmine. I love it. I love it. Splits. They're okay. They're not great. They don't excite me, but they don't make me scared. 48% of bets, 55% of handle on the spread, 41% of bets, 52% of handle on the ML, which more people are probably betting on in this spot anyway. So that's fine by me. I like Bellarmine on the road. Good?
Yep.
Cool. How about Dylan Penn? Wow, not Dylan Penn. How about Jordan Dingle as a favorite on the road, moving from -1 to -1.5. We know how much better him and this Penn team historically play on the road. Going to Brown, who's been pretty surprising this year, honestly. This Brown team has been a covering machine. They've covered 4 or 5. They just covered and almost beat Northwestern in that last game. They've been pretty impressive with a lot of guys who were not really supposed to be that good, to be completely honest with you. UPenn has one of the best players in the country and probably the best player in the Ivy League by far, in Jordan Dingle. And when he's on the road, he puts up 20-plus points. I don't know if he's got a prop up yet. If he does, I'd be cool with taking him, honestly, today against this Brown team. I think Penn wins, but they could be a little public and square. Do you have any thoughts on this Ivy battle?
Yeah, not much. I mean, I would probably lean Penn. I just don't know if I can get myself to do it because I feel like it seems pretty simple. It's kind of a name brand thing, too. I think this Brown team has been better than I expected or a lot of us expected this year. But at the end of the day, I don't know how much they're trusted in the public eye against the Penn team and a guy in Jordan Dingle everybody knows and who has been a wagon. So I'm not.
I hate
not
the splits
sure.
too.
The splits are very concerning.
Splits.
I just pulled them up too. Extremely concerning.
I always talk about good splits on here. Why don't we show the people what a bad split looks like? This is nightmare split. Hold on.
Doomsday.
This is nightmare split. This is if you ask me what the worst looking split would be, it'd be Penn on this. You guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Or Penn getting 60% of bets, but 30% of handle.
Yeah, then down there, the money line, you got the arrow going up on the money on the handle.
Yeah, this is worst case scenario. This looks like maybe Penn is overvalued by the public and it might be Brown debt.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah. That's okay. All right. My open tabs, bro. I got no fucking weird tabs up, bro. Calm your shit, Matt. All right. I do have some props we'll get to for prize picks for this Monday Night Football game, but we have a couple more CBB games to get to. Okay. I think I am off a pen after looking at those splits. Holy smokes. But we do like Bellarmine. And there are a couple more games we like, but some shitty ones we got to get through here first. Jacksonville State, Jovan. Jacksonville State. This is the game of the day. The rivalry game. People say this is a better rivalry than Duke and UNC's. They've said it before.
I've heard it.
They've said it before. No, all jokes aside, I think the Jacksonville Magic has kind of run out here. We saw them kind of lose it against Notre Dame. So I think they're kind of toast, and I don't like that move towards Jacksonville State. So probably off of Jacksonville there. Don't really want to talk about the Stetson game unless you like anything, or the Bethune-Cookman game. You got any thoughts on those?
Not really. Nothing.
You see that Ed Reed is now the head coach of Bethune-Cookman football?
I saw that. That'll be good.
That's pretty cool. Awesome.
Follow a little Dion model.
Yeah, HBCU, right? Bethune-Cookman. Pretty sure.
Yep. I'm in Florida.
Good for him. I hope he gets as much hype as Dion did. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, Ed Reed is just an awesome guy.
He is.
Awesome guy.
Love it.
All right, we got 3 more games tonight. FGCU's laying 8.5 to UC Arkansas, Central Arkansas. God, FGCU, they're still 11-3 here. I guess their magic has not run out from their tournament run a couple years ago. But I'm in no rush to lay 8.5 on the road with any of these shitty teams. So I'm not betting them, but what were they called? The fucking Dunk Boys? What was their bit a couple years ago?
Yeah, Dunk City.
Dunk City, sure.
Yeah.
They're still rolling, but I hate that move. So I would not be betting on Dunk City today. These are teams that towards the end of the season, when they get into conference tourney time, we fade teams like this with big names that people remember from years past.
Yeah. I just a lot of with Central Arkansas, I don't know, really weird stuff happens. Every time I look at the beginning of conference play for them when they play at home, which I don't know if anybody's seen that court, but it's an atrocity. That's another discussion. But just weird stuff happens. This just feels like another one of these games where they're going to pull something out. Maybe they win this game outright.
Okay. All right, fine. We could talk about the game you guys want to talk about. West Virginia, OK State. And yeah, Supreme Fatty, I'm just going to leave this up probably for the rest of the stream. Appreciate it. Just making sure everyone sees that. OK State is a favorite today against a ranked team. Would you look at that, Jovan?
Well, not ranked anymore.
Oh, they are out now after a loss. Okay, good call. Are you think West Virginia continues a little bit of a spiral here and doesn't cover for the 4th game in a row? They had a brutal beat against Kansas State 2 nights ago, man, where they did not foul. They chose not to foul Kansas State, right, when they're up 3. And I absolutely hate – look, fouling when you're up 3, it sucks, right, because you want to see a game winner, but coaching-wise and winning-wise, you fucking have to do it.
Yep.
If you don't foul up 3, you're a bozo. And I remember screaming at the TV when Scott Brooks was the Wizards coach. He never believed in it. And last year before he got fired, Jovan, I swear to God, it happened like 3 times in a week where we didn't foul and it fucked us over. And I was like ripping my hair out, whatever. West Virginia didn't foul Kansas State. They should have won that game. They didn't. They blew it. I wish they won the game for this spot, but I did fade West Virginia in that spot, so I was happy. Whatever. We're here. West Virginia. I'd be nuking OK State if WVU wasn't coming off a loss, but they are. So what are we doing here, Jovan? I think we both agree that this line is still weird as shit, even with WV coming off a loss. And Cisse and the OK State boys probably should not be favored against this West Virginia team that's been pretty decent this season.
Yeah. So with West Virginia, I've been kind of on fraud watch for them for a while, and looking at the Kansas State line and this line, it seems like Vegas is in that same kind of headspace too. So they're taking a stance on this team. They don't think they're that good. And West Virginia, when you talk about teams who have just made contested shot after contested shot after contested shot and are due for some sort of regression somewhere, it's this team. So I think going into Stillwater here, which is still a tough place to play. I know they've been not great the last couple of years, but opening up conference play, going into K-State, going into Oak State, and they got Kansas looming this weekend. That's the one thing that's keeping me around, hoping to take Oak State, is that I think they continue to spiral and maybe they pull out a cover at home against Kansas this weekend when nobody expects them to. So I like it. I don't love the move on either side because I like Oak State down 3.5 to 2.5, and then really like the under for Oak State too, and that's starting to creep up a little bit. So I'm cautious. I think this is a game that's going to be decided on the last shot of the game, last possession of the game. We're going to get a game winner, a game loser, maybe free throws to ice it at the end. So not a bad game to look for a live bet opportunity if somebody goes up early, or if you just got a neck and neck game and somebody's down a basket, aka Oak State down a point at halftime, take them to the money line. I'm scared to lay points in this game. That's really what I am.
Okay. So OK State ML will be the play before the game.
It would. I think it's going to be. I don't think they're going to go out and thrash them. So I think you'll get a decent live bet opportunity here.
Okay. USC bang. Okay, chat. I'm assuming most of you guys are on USC. Let me know. Throw in the chat if you're on USC or Tulane. I'm honestly genuinely curious. And I'm rooting for US. Actually, I'm not. You have money on Tulane. I'm not going to root against your bet.
I'm myself rooting for USC because I want to take Penn State.
Okay. All right. Mississippi State also on the board. They just kicked a field goal. Good for them. All right. LSU already in the fucking red zone too. Okay. All right. But yeah, Jovan, I mean, I know West Virginia's coming off that loss, but CSA -3, -2.5, minus whatever against this WV team piques my interest, and it's probably a play.
Yeah, I mean,
probably a play for your boy.
Trey Mitchell's been pretty unreal for West Virginia, and he just doesn't match up well with this team. So, kind of along with the shooting regression that they're going to see, he's going to see some too against this defense.
Okay.
Can't really score, but I don't know. I'm still thinking about going to the under too against the line move as long as it doesn't keep getting aggressively higher.
Okay. All right. Gosh, who scored for USC? Was it the guy that?
Nataj.
Let's go. 9-minute drive by USC makes that over scary. Damn. They got the ball to start the game and they just milked it the entire time. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Don't worry about it.
Impressive. The Commanders also had, I'm pretty sure, the longest drive in NFL history yesterday and didn't score on that drive. So that was pretty impressive. That might be a record. It was like an 11-minute drive. They didn't score. Kenny Dye is a dog. Yes, Coach Duke. He is a fucking dog. 100%. Bucks went 97 and scored 0. Okay, nice. Sure. I was talking about the time of possession, but that's also brutal. Worked out, though.
It did.
Good looks on that Prize Picks, by the way. Darnold pick and Tom over 1.5 tutties.
Written stars.
I need to Venmo you for that, too.
Yeah, you got it.
I know I had to place that for you. Maybe we'll dive into some Prize Picks.
I was literally in the air. I had to time up when I was above which state, which was a whole challenge in and of itself.
Brutal. Damn, I was so pissed yesterday too. Get on the plane on Southwest. They never tell you. About the Wi-Fi until you're already strapped in that bitch and it's taken off or it's already in the air, because they know people bitch. And we're up in the air. You get the little Wi-Fi ding. I'm like, all right, I'm buying this shit. I'm buying it. I don't give a fuck how much it costs. I'm buying it. All right. I am not nearly patient enough to sit there and not be on my phone during the flight. And then you get the little fucking lady come up on the mic. Yeah, sorry, our Wi-Fi's down. I'm like, now it's 2023. You can't get fucking functional Wi-Fi on a aircraft. I'm concerned if you can even land this thing. We can't get Wi-Fi on a plane working. You can't throw a hotspot up there. What the fuck?
Unreal.
I don't get it. And yeah, degenerate activities don't stop with no Wi-Fi. That shows heart. Well done. Yeah, We take care of the boys when you can't place the bets. We got you. Also, I'm pretty sure I set a record on doodle jump on the flight last night. So when you don't have anything to do, you pull up doodle jump and you absolutely hammer it. If anyone could beat my 30K score I got on doodle jump yesterday on the airplane, show me the slip. I don't believe you. There's no way. Damn, Caleb Williams in the tent.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Why are they forcing him to play? I don't know.
That's a great question.
Whatever. All right. Any NBA or NHL today? If not, we'll go to the Monday Night Football game, but I wanted to see if you had any plays you loved.
Yeah, haven't had time to dive too deep into those, so we can go jump straight to Monday Night Football.
All right, let's do it. Let's do the damn thing. All right. This could be the game of the year. Could be. Am I seeing the Bills at 2.5 now?
I hope so.
Holy shit. Why did nobody talk about this? Why is nobody warning us in chats? Gosh. Sorry, you guys are probably more hungover than I am, if that's even possible. Line just moved. Did anything come out about the game?
No, it's just probably reactionary to every single person alive betting the Bills today.
Damn. So that goes into my next point. What the heck, dude? You think the Bills are fake sharp?
No, I'm not convinced yet, but I can tell you I'm not betting on the Bills. Can't do it. Absolutely can't do it. Nobody's giving them a shot. Or nobody's giving the Bengals a shot. It already paid out. Josh Allen
Why is nobody – wait a second here. Wait a minute. I've heard some Bengals slurpage this week.
I have heard none. Absolutely none. I would love to see a Bengals ticket. Just one.
What's Trent on?
The Bills.
Is he?
I would assume so.
He was on that for the surge, right?
Yeah, he was on that surge.
Everyone is on the Bills. Ooh, fuck. Oh, hell. Yeah, Bills ATS fade recently. That is facts. After their bye week, they've been ass. ATS. Cincy hasn't not covered since NAM.
Yeah, it's also a money line. It's a money line thing. To the ATS, I don't think really matters in this situation.
Yeah. Well, now it might at 2.5. Shit, it might get to 3. Who knows?
Yeah, it's there. Who knows?
It's Bills money line or nothing for me. But damn, I cannot believe it just moved to 2.5. I like the line move. Jovan, my thought process in this game, besides the ATS trends that I kind of just talked about, are don't overthink this one. The Bengals are streaking. The Bengals are the best second half team in football. They were last year when they went on to almost win the fucking Super Bowl. They're doing the exact same thing again this year. The exact same thing. And now the Buffalo Bills come into town, and they haven't been playing their best ball this year, especially in the second half. And they're a favorite? What? That doesn't make any sense. I know it's the Bills. I know it's the team with the shortest Super Bowl record odds ever. People are saying it's the shortest odds they've ever seen for a team preseason in the last 35 years. I get it. They get respect. They get too much respect. That's why they're not good ATS. And the Bengals still get no respect. That's why they're so great ATS. It's not fucking rocket science, guys. That's how it plays out. And I get it. Yeah, the Bills are healthier. Yeah. Maybe there's a reason the Bills were the shortest favorite to win the Super Bowl ever. Maybe this is when they kick it into the next gear. Maybe them being a favorite in Cincinnati at the end of the season is for a reason. Maybe the algos, maybe the books know. I don't know. You're worrying me.
Yeah, I'm not running to take Cincinnati just because of everything, but it's certainly keeping me off the Bills. I mean, I don't know. Especially, I've seen a lot of Bills first half, especially too, because the Bengals are not good in the first half. Best second half team. Avoid that. Whatever. I don't want to do it. I'm good.
Damn. Well, Jovan, the thing is, when you think something's fake sharp, it's either you were wrong and it was the freest bet ever, or you were right and I look like the biggest fool of all time. It's literally always 0 or 100. So the Bills are either going to win by 100 today and be up at half, be up 4 game, going to be the freest bet ever, or I'll know early at least. So that's, I guess, a good positive.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, you got your little up to 2.5 is probably not something you really care for.
Yeah. That's my least favorite number to bet. Correct. You know me so well, Jovan. But it's not where it opened. It's where it's moving. It's where it's grooving. Yeah. And I like the way it's moving. I like the way it's grooving. But I hate that number. You know that.
Yeah.
Yes, NFL dogs at plus 2.5 are money. Right is wrong. 1,000%. This line's been at plus 2.5 for 3 seconds. I hope it gets to fucking 3, man. I really do. In my eyes, Josh Allen's hurt. Josh Allen's playing like shit. Bills are underperforming. Bills haven't covered. Bengals best second half team. Bengals doing what they did last year. Joe Burrow absolutely swagged out. He's literally Pete Davidson, but NFL quarterback form. The dude is hung and he's a dog, wearing cool shirts, wearing cool glasses. Bengals, no way they lose this game. They're on a crazy ATS streak. The line's moving towards the Bills, 2.5 points with the splits looking pretty damn decent for my eyes. It's got to be a Bills. Don't overthink a play for a responsible unit. I'm sorry. It is. It is. And it's definitely not Bengals in my eyes. So how much are you putting on the Bengals?
I don't know. If I keep seeing these bumps go the Bengals way, I might have to be considering a little bit. But
sure.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, there's a couple things that have already paid out. It's the Bills' first half, the Bills' full game, and Josh Allen rushing yards. So count me out for all 3 of those. And
could also just take the under.
Yeah, the under. I mean, there's every time I've seen one of the 2 quarterbacks in the same game combined for however many yards, however many touchdowns, cake. Every single time. Yeah. And that's what we have today.
And I was on the over, so that helps.
Yeah, just maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
This is definitely a contrarian, gross under that makes no sense. Now, I don't like the way the line is moving, right?
Yeah.
It's going to move up when, gosh, let me look. 80% of bets and 80% of handles, shocker, are on the over. It's going to move, especially with offenses like this. The books have to fucking move it. This is Joe Burrow and Josh Allen. You kidding me? Yeah. These guys could score 2 touchdowns back-to-back on back-to-back plays.
This is an interesting one, too. Because
why is it so high?
I was looking. That's what I was about to say. Everybody was on it last week at 9.5, and I know this is probably a better D line, so maybe he's going to be forced to run out of the pocket and scramble. But going up 4 yards after he hasn't touched it, and however many last couple games, especially last week when everybody got burned by it, interesting. So I would not be so quick to hit that under.
Yeah, and also the NFL has never been this scripted in primetime games, in my opinion. It's been weird. It's getting to the point where it's starting to look a little weird. It's starting to look a little like actually scripted in some of these games.
Yeah.
If the NFL is going to script a game, it's this one and it's over. Sorry. Like with college football going on all day today, they're going to need views competing with the college games, and it's getting towards the end of the season. It's Bills, Bengals. Come on. It's a high total. The total's going up. It's moved up a point since me and DeGen did our little SGP show earlier, Jovan. It's moved up a point since then, which also, I'm not going to lie, it scares me a little bit. We actually ended up taking the under out because I made a comment at the end. I was like, you know what, man? If Goodell's going to have his games and work a game like a puppet, it's this one. And he's already been working games like puppets. And if he's going to do anything, it's going to be get the refs to get points in this game. There's going to be bullshit flags. I think this is Diggs' legacy game, and DeGen agrees.
Yeah,
I think this is Diggs' legacy game.
I can 100% get down with that.
So I might be on, I don't know. I need to pick your brain on it, and I hate betting on more than one thing in this goddamn game. I don't know. Maybe I'll just stick to his props. I'm probably off the under, although it is disgusting and it's such a Krabs play. But the way it's moving, and with Goodell being kind of a cock this year, even I don't want to take it at this point. Even I don't want to take it. You kind of agree-ish? You're saying you like the under, but you don't want to take it either, kind of?
Yeah, I mean, I always said too, especially after last night, which I mean, with college football, it's the first time they've been in kind of the spotlight, I guess, in the last couple days, really. Yesterday. And last night, that was a terrible game up until the end. You got people to watch the end because that was a great finish, terrible game all throughout, which has been kind of the theme of a lot of these games. But you're kind of right. If there is any game that he's just going to – the script writers are going to put up, Wilt numbers and be like the Jimmy Butler meme in the bubble hanging over the stanchion, it's going to be this game.
Agreed. People are saying, where are you seeing 50.5? It's 49.5. Pretty much every book. All right. Do some line shopping. Hit the refresh button, handyman. Come on, you're smarter than that. I'm seeing 50.5s. I'm seeing 50s pretty much everywhere. 49.5s are in the past, brother. Although FanDuel, you can still get a juicy one. So I wouldn't lay that. Okay. Yeah, chat, what do you guys like? Bengals or Bills? Bengals or Bills? I hear my roommates are all off work today because they're corp and they got, real jobs. And I hear them downstairs. They're like, go, 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 go. I can hear it. They're watching the fucking Bulls, having a hell of an off day. I think most people are off work today. Hope a lot of you guys are off work today in chat too, enjoying the day. Like I've talked about a lot, you guys have seen my tweets. Today is the last real day of 2022. I don't care what any calendar says. Today is the last day. With all the games on, with Monday Night Football, damn, with even some of these CBB games we're going to bet on tonight, you can't make good life changes today. Are you kidding me? You got to wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow is when we start. Tomorrow is when we attack. That's when we become new, better men. Okay, today, Jovan, we are still degens. Come on now.
You're right.
Handyman, you can't chirp if you've only checked one place. Come on, I'm gonna give you the Carfax. I'm gonna fact check you, bro. Come on. I'm sharper than that. Are we gonna talk about hockey at 2? That's news to me. That's why they're all dressed up in fucking old-timey outfits and shit.
Yeah, you think they just wore Red Sox jerseys for fun? That Fenway, the Winter Classic.
I'm not a scientist. I didn't grow up in Canada. I don't play hockey.
We got that game going on. I mean,
Jovan, you know this too. You're a large guy just like myself, right? We're not meant to be on ice.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, if you
know how hard that hurts.
Put me on
skates. The damn ice.
Put me on skates. I'm face first in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Shit, man. I've been trying to pick up snowboarding over the last year or so, and I fucking suck, man. I'm terrible. If anyone's got any advice, let me know. Maybe I was just I don't know. 200 plus pound guy, and I'm being generous with that too. 200 plus pound guy going downhill on a piece of plastic. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But stick to golf. Yeah, Matt, you're right. But yeah, I like the Bills. I think that's probably the play here. I really like Diggs props today. I don't mind Allen passing props, but you're saying he's in every boost, and I'm seeing him in a lot of boosts too. So no, thank you. But I do think this is the Diggs game. I picked him in my DFS lineup this week. I've been high on him. He's been kind of shitty the last couple of weeks. I like Diggs to go off. So I'll be looking to target him in some props. His receiving yards, keep it simple. That's probably my favorite PB square tonight. And it's square. I don't care, especially with the way he's been playing. So I like it. What are your thoughts on that prop? And you got a favorite square of your own in this game tonight? Let me know. Feed me.
Yeah, I mean, I like Diggs for sure. I'm waiting until a couple of these bumps play out because they're getting some bumps, both these quarterbacks. But I thought it was pretty interesting, like kind of the way I think I'm going to attack taking the under without taking the under. Throw a couple field goal props in there. I think that'll be the way I'm going to do it. Count on some red zone-ish defense. But they also, they've had Allen up for the combo touchdowns up all week. They just added Joe Mixon this morning, but they also added Samaje Perine on like one of the double squares. Like it's Stephon Diggs and Samaje Perine. So,
Commander's legend.
Yeah, Commander's legend. Just overall, I don't want to say Oklahoma Sooners legend because I hated him there, but
he's good.
Super weird. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what to think about this because I do kind of like Mixon. I haven't heard anybody talking about Mixon yet. Obviously, nobody's going to talk about Perine, but he's in there with Diggs for the combo touchdown. So maybe hit a little Mixon prop tonight.
Yeah, DeGen liked Mixon's let's see if I can find it. Nixon have a touchdown square up? He's got a little.
Yes, he does.
He's got a little guy up here.
Hasn't scored in 4 games.
Yeah, no, I gotta send my sources too. We gotta cite our guy DeGen. Joe Mixon. They're putting this up after he hasn't really done shit in the last couple weeks. I don't hate this square one bit.
Yeah.
I don't hate that one bit. So maybe it's Mixon ATTS with a little Diggs yards piece. You call it a day. Call it a day.
Or you could just go back to old reliable Jamar Chase under touchdown.
Is he up?
Yes. Phil's just said he's boosted too.
Oh, Phil's. Yes, this is what I forgot. My brain's all over the place because of the weekends, and it's still, coming back together soberly. So, yes, this is what I meant to put up on the screen. Allen pass touchdown. Nope, that's not it, actually. I'm a bot. Here it is. Chase first touchdown boosted, and the only guy up on PP. Why is that, Phil's? Why would they do that? Why would the books boost this guy everywhere? Why would he not be up? What the heck? This doesn't make any sense. What? Yeah, give me that. I love that. I like that better than the Mixon one. Fuck it. Yeah. And he's up on PP too?
Yeah.
For a touchdown?
Only receiving touchdowns up.
Only receiver up for a tutty? Sure. I wish he scored last week. That's okay. That was against the Pats.
Yeah.
Hasn't he been hurt? Yeah. Hasn't he been back the last couple weeks, though? Yep. I know he hasn't been that guy pal for them, though, right? It's been T. Higgins.
Yeah, I mean,
Higgins has been the legacy guy the last couple weeks.
Mostly out of necessity.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Sure, Brinks. Brinks always come with
it. It is Ohio, though. It is Ohio. They're trying to get everybody.
Yeah, maybe they're trying. Yeah, and also, they're brand new, right? They are legalized betting's new in Ohio, right? So, honestly, Brinks, that's when you load up on the promos.
Yeah.
Sorry, John. I keep cutting you off today.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, honestly, Ohio is a new state, Matt. Look it up. Betting is legal there now, so take advantage of all those promos if you live there, Branks. Hundo pay. And they do try to bless and give out some free bread when they get started. At least in VA they did. So give me that Chase under ATTS. Give me Diggs yards. Bada bing, bada boom. You want to make it a 3-piece? Throw Mixon in there too to score. How about it?
Yeah, and I mean to go along with Chase too, because he's the only single guy up. They have a T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd combo square.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't. Are you taking that?
I might. I'm trying to line it up and see what the best way to attack this is.
Well, let me know when you got it all lined up.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. I also think. Hold on, I lost my train of thought. I'm pulling this up. I also think that it's going to be Boyd legacy game today too, potentially. When's the last time Tyler Boyd's done anything?
I will say he is the only Bengals player, really is one of the only 2 players in this game to be bumped down.
Okay, great. Thanks for ruining my night. Appreciate it.
I mean, it's not like it's impossible for him to hit. I'm just saying. He got his fantasy score bumped down, and Isaiah McKenzie did too. They're the only
jerk. Okay, well, I'll stay off that then. Fuck, I have him in DFS too, and I need some points. I had some crazy picks this week. You want to hear them?
Let's hear it.
I had Russ. He had 26 piece. He's got the little fire emoji over him too. That's how you know you picked a good guy. I had Cordell Patterson. He had a 20 piece. Sure, he can. I had the Saints defense. They had 18 points against the Eagles. Sure. Also, shout out Jalen Hurts. All the people saying that any quarterback could be good in that offense. Minshew looked a little stressed out, a little distressed yesterday, although he's Gardner Minshew. But Jalen Hurts is good. Let's cut the shit. All right, he's good at football.
Yes,
he is. I also had Darren Waller. He did his job last night. Finally,
certainly.
Darren Waller, most disappointing player in fantasy this year, or Jonathan Taylor? Who do you give it to? Probably JT because he's number 1, right?
Yeah, he was top there.
Number 1 overall, but Waller's up there, man. Shit.
Definitely up there.
Ollie, this brings up something too. You tell my brain is literally bouncing around everywhere right now. The grittying thing. How about whatever his name is, grittying on JJ? Who was the DB strapping up JJ?
Jair.
Yeah, Jair Alexander. How about him hitting the gritty?
Yeah.
That is the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen.
1 for 15 for Jay Jettis yesterday.
And I loved it.
Loved every part of it.
Yeah, that's one of the nastiest things I've ever seen is somebody hitting the gritty on the best receiver in the league.
In the first quarter.
Deservedly so. Yeah. I mean, he didn't have a catch until the third quarter, right?
Yeah.
You said did he have one catch the whole game?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have to even check my fantasy team because I beat our guy Nick Yale so bad that I didn't have to even really look this week. So if you guys are wondering, yes, I did win the book in fantasy league. It was easy. It was free. But Nick's team was also very hurt. I'll give him that. All right. His team was banged up. But yeah, that's crazy. Hitting the gritty against JJ, that might be one of the coolest, most awesome things I've heard of the year. Straight up. Already. All right. Also, did USC actually score? I don't think they did. Was that a fake bang?
They're on the 4.
Okay.
But it was like 3rd and 20 something or 30 something, and they got it. This kid had a crazy play or whatever.
All right. Okay. Well, do you want to do the squad ride?
Yeah. It's going to be a tough selection today. But, honestly, with how this game is starting to play out, I don't want to call it over.
I know.
But
we might have to go to absolute bald legend Franklin tonight, who's a covering machine.
We just might have to.
Yeah. Who just scored for them, guys? Who just scored for USC? You guys know I took that guy's prop. He's under receiving touchdowns. Let me know.
Did they score?
I'm assuming. I don't know. Are you guys fake banging in chat? What are you guys doing? Maybe they just saw that big play that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. If you bet Tulane, call the number. You guys are acting like it's 70-0 in the first quarter, by the way, too. You guys are being extra dramatic today. There's the bang. There's the bang. Phils, who did it? Can you just tell me it was the guy I bet on so I can get it over with?
The number 0. So that's definitely not the guy you bet on.
Let's go. Bynum. Sure. Ever heard of him? I haven't. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Chat, let me know what play you want to put in the squad ride. What's your favorite play today? It could be something we talked about. It could be your favorite play. But your number one favorite, your POD, whether you heard it here or whether it's your own brain, put in the chat right now. What is your favorite play of the day? Go. I think we put Penn State in.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to now. Penn State on Mala.
I think we put Bellarmine in.
Yep.
Money line.
Yep.
I think we put OK State in money line.
Yeah.
If we like something better, we can take it out. I know you don't love that.
Yeah.
Do you not want to put the Bills ML in? I mean, you don't like it. We're not putting it in.
If you like it enough, you can put it in.
Nope.
So I'm not betting the Bengals.
Nope. I don't even want it.
No. All right.
Too late.
Fine.
Too late. I don't even want it. We could put in Diggs yards.
We could. I'm down for that.
Are you going to be on that?
Yeah, I'm probably going to put that in something for sure.
I'd be down for Diggs yards and what's he at? 67.5 on PP?
Yeah. 68.5, 7.5.
7.5. Is that lower than most books have it at?
Yeah.
Is that because it's moving up?
No, I mean, it's just it could be moving up on the books. Yeah. Maybe they haven't caught up, but
that's what I'm saying. I'm deciding if I need to play this now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's at 73 on almost every book, so I'd probably lock this Diggs prop in now. I think it's going to move. I think it's moving. So grab this Diggs prop now. I'm going to pair it with Mixon ATTS, and I'm going to pair it with Jamar Chase under ATTS. What do you think about that?
That is balls on the table. That's what that is right there. Love it.
Okay. Because guys, in an hour, it's going to be at 7. It's going to be at 73, like with the books. They're just slower to move. I'm taking that. Taking that. I like that prop a lot. I like that entry a lot. Mixon over. Wow, football entries cannot contain more than one touchdown prop. That's fucking stupid.
That's brutal.
All right, we'll get to this in a second.
Yeah.
We'll go Diggs over 73.5, just in case people have to bet on the books. All right, guys, relax. Jesus. We'll go with that. You got one more play up your sleeve, Javon? You got something up there?
What do we have in there so far?
We got Penn State ML. We got Bellarmine ML. We got OK State ML. We got Diggs over 73.5. Yeah, Phil Utley's saying it's already at 77.5 on his offshore.
Jeez. We're not putting the Bruins in there. The game starts in like 2 minutes. And I wouldn't be betting the Bruins anyway. I don't know. I don't know if I love anything else to put it in there. I might just keep it at that.
Okay. Let's put those 4 plays in, Joshy. You got us? Let's go Penn State ML. Let's go Bellarmine ML. We'll go OK State ML. And we'll go Diggs over 73.5. All right?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. People are asking, what am I doing? People are thinking, what am I about to do about that Prize Picks entry? I'm just going to put it into 2 pieces separately with Diggs in both because that's how confident I am in Diggs today. Over 67.5 yards paired with Mixon to score. And then in another entry, Diggs yards paired with our guy Chase and not to score. Not to score. Shout out Phils.
Yeah.
Dogod run search stream. Is Trent not running it today?
I don't think so.
Oh, shit.
Soft. Sorry.
Oh, no. You guys are all asking me to do it now. I don't want to do it. Can you guys ask Jovan to do it?
No.
Jovan, can you pretend like you care
Yes.
about everyone's props and plays for 4 hours? Honestly, Trent deserves more respect for doing that. You guys need to give him more respect.
Difficult to do.
I mean, you guys hear when I do it, I try to be extra nice. I go into it that way because you guys know that I hate 99% of anyone else's bets because that's just how I'm wired. Why does he keep skipping it? Well, it's the holidays, brother, and he's probably coming back traveling. So, give him a day. We'll hit it. We'll hit it hard tomorrow. Okay. Looks like Penn State's winning the poll. That's what I voted for. I mean, is it 14-0 in that game, USC game?
It is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not calling it. Anything could happen, and I hope for Tulane bettors they do come back. But damn, if Tulane loses, Penn State will probably be my favorite play today too. So,
yeah,
Tulane big run though. Okay, we'll be. All right, the poll is up. Go vote. Go. Votes are down. Numbers are down. I'm pissed. Come on. Okay. Damn, bro. Are you gonna try to make it out to the game?
Try.
You're going.
Think you got it locked up at this point. Got to be there. Got to be there.
You have to. I don't care what you got to do. You got to get in there.
Yeah. Right? Got to sell everything I own.
Once in a lifetime. That's once in a lifetime now. I don't care what it is. You got to figure it out. We got. You know what we got to do? We got to hit some bets this week.
That's what we got to do. Hit some go whales.
We need to hit some fucking whales. LSU bang. Sure. All right. Don't sleep on North Florida. Ref, I don't know, dude. I'm really trying not to bet these dick butt states, man. We'll see. Jovan, you might have to sell some feet picks to go.
Whatever it takes.
Penn State's rolling away, and Penn State's done it. Sure they can. Let's go Lions. James Franklin, the covering machine. Sean Clifford's last game ever.
I believe so.
You should want to leave with a bang.
Yeah.
Right? Chat, we appreciate it. Obviously, happy Monday. Good luck on your bets. Okay. I'll look at the Lakers Hornets split. Skywalker, I appreciate it, but good luck. Happy Monday. It's still public Monday, so tread lightly. No nukes today, but please bet responsibly as always. Follow us on Pickett, okay? And enjoy this Monday Night Football game tonight. I mean, holy smokes, it should be a good one. Should be a good one. Jovan, go Frogs, man. It was always the Frogs.
Always was.
People doubted. You came through. We'll see if they can do it again, one more time.
No chance, right?